She's been through something, a lot has happened, and now you're thinking she might be crazy. She's been through something, a lot has happened.
Laroie, thank you so much for joining me at Osheaga 2023.
Thank you for having me.
100%. So how's it been so far? Obviously, a very exciting weekend, I would say, all around.
Very exciting weekend, such a beautiful festival. And yeah, I'm starting to get nervous.
Okay. Is that a standard thing after, being performing for quite some time, or is that something that you sort of get used to depending on the show?
No, I like to be nervous before a show. I think it's part of the process. It's important. It means I care. I'm in it for the right reasons, and I'm not gonna take it for granted, And so, yeah, it's part of the fun and the adrenaline that builds. Also, but it's always, you never, yeah. It always comes back in different waves, and I'm trying to pace myself because I'm playing, and I'm not playing in an hour. I still have to wait a little. So, yeah, slowly letting it go from one to
Taking
two,
your time.
three. Exactly.
I love that. Obviously being back here in the artist lounge, I see, artists doing interviews all day before their sets. And obviously you have to style yourself and all these different things. What's it like for you to maintain all those other pieces of your artistry while also focusing on the music? Because there's so many other pieces that go into it.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely not an easy task. I feel kind of lucky because I've been doing music for such a long time, and I've always been independent, and so I've learned to wear different hats and have that more of a entrepreneur attitude towards my project and my music, and it is challenging because you have to, sometimes creativity, it doesn't work on command necessarily, and you need to let it breathe, and you need to sit with it and make time for it. But then there's all the admin things and obligations around making your project work. But I don't know, I like juggling and finding a pace, and I think I'm also I've been so used to that kind of fuel, that it doesn't, I'm okay with it.
Par for the course, right?
Yes. Yeah.
100%. That makes sense. One thing I saw that you posted that was really cool is you did your first hybrid set recently at a club in Montreal. Maybe if you could tell us, what exactly is a hybrid set for somebody who might not know?
A hybrid set, thank you for asking, is basically, well, I call it a hybrid set because I was going to perform some of my songs live, but I also had planned a full DJ set. So I said it was going to be hybrid because there's going to be some live performance and I was going to sing, but it's just me and my turntables, and there's a whole dancing set where eventually, if I work on it, I for sure want to yes, maybe have a live performance throughout the evening, but also be able to just sometimes sing stuff and work with some samplings, and I'm getting started, but let's just say my selection was impeccable.
Wow, that's amazing. And it looked like so much fun too. What is the general reaction from shows like that? And, do you prefer the reaction from smaller, more intimate shows or larger shows like Osheaga?
It really depends. I feel like it's never the same, the energy is always different from every show you do, and it's such a special moment that is shared. It's in the moment, and once it's done, you can't do it again and recreate what was just done. It's really in the present, 100%. So I love intimate shows. I also love a big crowd. DJing at System in Montreal for my hybrid set was super fun because then people also get a taste of they see a different facet,
Another side of you.
Yeah, exactly. And a new repertoire, the music is a bit more niche, it's a bit more underground. They see different it's just new colors and textures to a sound people already associate with me, but then see just like okay, like this is her vibe, like
Yeah.
I'm down. I didn't know this was her vibe, and so I just feel like it makes a stronger connection, and it's also not only a stronger connection, but it helped me like all the different setup of shows, whether it's intimate, big, hybrid, you always connecting with a broader audience at the end of the day, because people that go and dance in a club on a Saturday, or people that go into an intimate setup, people that go in huge festivals, like they're all different people at the end of the day. And so I'm just
Trying to get a piece of each, right?
exactly.
No doubt, the best we can get, right? In terms of finding your vibe as an artist and pushing that out to the public, how many years would you say it took for you to actually fully find your vibe? I mean, we see the style, you're always like put together with a very specific aesthetic. I wonder how long that took to put together.
Well, I would say it took maybe like a good 2 years of like creating music, releasing music, but really exploring what was Laroie about, and what was my sound, and what like visually I was attracted to, what felt like what I wanted to be, like the vision I had, just exploring that vision. And with my EP Speed of Life, I really like felt like, okay, I'm getting into a playground where, ooh, I like where this is going. Like visually, I love where it's going. And then I just kept on building, and recently released Tragedy was like, I feel like now like there's solid base underneath me, and it's exciting because now it's like there's a huge pool for me to like swim in and play in, and things to try,
Keep exploring. What are you really looking forward to in terms of progressing? Is it, videos, different performances, or maybe all of the above?
All the above, for sure. I feel like I love to bring my music to life with visuals, and I put a lot of time and energy and resources behind the creation of music videos, and they're dope. And I want to push that side of my art, and I just find it so cool to give it a different life and a different vision when it comes to like, I don't know, it's like it's a movie, and the way I see it, and it's just, I love to do it. And so for sure it's gonna be like the next music and the next projects are always gonna sort of move with visuals and feed each other. The visuals is gonna feed the music is gonna feed the visuals, and just creating this this big piece.
Yeah. And so, the relationship with music and movies is so fascinating because they're hand in hand so much. I mean, is there any movies that come to mind with a favorite soundtrack, or maybe a TV show?
I mean, not honestly right now. The only, because I used to watch so many dance movies, but it's not at all representative of what I'm doing.
Right.
But I was just thinking of like movies that like songs like just stuck with me, and like I thought of Honey.
Nice. Okay.
Which is like, but then it's so not what.
Different realm.
It's it's a different direction.
Yeah.
Than I'm taking, but I don't know. To me, it's more like if the visuals can enhance the experience of listening to the song, then we did good, Yeah.
No question. Finally, I'm just curious, looking at the lineup here. Obviously, you're one of many incredible artists who are performing at Osheaga. Who are you most excited to be sharing these festival stages with this weekend?
Well, today I'm excited to see the other local acts that are sharing the stage with me, Hensamelli and Pilata, because I never saw them perform. Of course, I mean Kendrick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be free for Kendrick, of course. I wish I could have. I won't be able to see Central C because we're basically performing at the same time.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, Fred again. I'm also excited to see.
Huge.
Yes, I'm curious to see too. Cigarettes After Sex.
Great band.
Because I've heard their music, but I'm really excited to. Well, just curious to see them live, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a really really fun day, and I'm just overall very excited, and I'm gonna make the most of this day for sure.
Amazing. Well, congratulations, and we really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you so much.